Hello everyone, how are we? It's Monday, can you believe it? It's been a cold, wet and wild weekend. We've had lots of rain and wind, which has been fantastic. We've certainly needed it here, that's for sure. So anyway, I hope you are warm today, because I certainly are finding it a little bit hard to keep warm, and it's just the way the weather is, and that's why we're feeling it. So anyway, I had a 3-day craft retreat at the weekend with the lovely Pam Jorgensen, and while it was wet and woolly outside, it was wonderfully warm. Lots of laughter, lots of fun, and lots of creating that was happening. So we really had a great time. So I certainly would, anyone that's never been to a craft retreat by anybody, go to it. It is definitely a lot of fun, and we made lots and lots of goodies, and it was just great. So anyway, I would like you to let me know if you're here. My name is Anita Mazzero. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Horsham, Victoria, Australia, and I don't want to get confused with Horsham, England. So, today I'm going to do a fun fold. I'm casing an idea from a card that the lovely Pam Jorgensen did for that we got to do over the weekend, and I've cased it and made it just mine. Just added a little bit to change it different. I'm using the Paintedly Pears designer series paper. Now, I don't have the stamp set, but we can still create a card. And this is what I want you to see. And you probably have noticed over the last month or so, I have been creating products or creating cards using products just from the DSP, because when I do a paper share, I usually have a paper share for myself, which means I get to choose, I get to have the papers that are available in our catalogue, and I can see whether I like them or whether I'm going to do something with them, and whether or not I would like to continue and get something more, such as the stamp set and dies and so forth. So this is my way of finding out whether or not I like doing things. And if you're budget conscious, this is another way of looking at it, just to see that you're going to be there and get it without spending a lot of money, like joining a paper share, getting a quarter pack of the paper. It's enough for you to say, yes, I like the paper. Yes, I like to do something with it. And yes, I can see myself creating. And it cuts the costs down. Instead of spending $21.75 per pack or more, if it's a specialty pack, you can get a paper share for a lot cheaper. So look out for that. See your demonstrator, or you're welcome to keep an eye on my site, as I will talk about these things when I'm online. And if you need to know more information, or if you'd like to be kept into my email, please pop that in the comments that you would like to be on my email list. I don't have a newsletter as such, and I don't have a sign-up page as such. I haven't got around to thinking about that side of things. So it's something that I hopefully will do one day, and that you'll be able to sign up and see how things go. But at the moment, I'm just sending emails to everybody, and the information is in that email. So, and I do a newsletter as well, not as frequently as I would like. But anyway, so pop on and let me know you're there. If you see the red live button, I'm here with you and can converse with you. If you're not, you're watching it on replay on Facebook. And just remember, on Facebook, it only stays live for 30 days. Then they delete it. So I do put the replay on YouTube for anyone to watch. So if you're on YouTube watching it, you'll be fine. And at least you can stop start if you're trying to follow along with me. So I'm going to turn the camera down and I'm going to show you the paper that I'm going to use, which is wonderful. Okay, just bear with me while we all set up, so just one moment. Okay, get this right for you to see. I think that should be pretty bright today. Right, as I said, this, oh my God, my desk. Because Facebook's a little bit behind, I could see the mess to my side. Wow. Got home late yesterday and I was exhausted after the retreat, so I didn't do much last night, so this morning's been packing and doing everything else, unpacking. So the Painterly Pears DSP is absolutely gorgeous. I've got the set in my cart waiting to go. So this is one of it. This is more the pear ripening. So you've got that there. You can see it on the tree. You've got the beautiful Mossy Meadow on the other side. So if you find that one side's too busy, go for the next size, which is quieter. Then we have the Darling Duckling piece, which has got the pears, and these all can be fussy cut out. They're just beautiful. So this is a lovely in the Darling Ducklings. And then we can turn it over, and this page is quieter, but still a pattern on this page. You've got these beautiful little sprigs. And again, they can be fussy cut out. See, you can do a lot with it. Then we have the Secret Sea background, where we've got the pears and the flowers from, it's just, I absolutely love this piece. It's just, I think this was the piece that sold me on it. And then this has just got yellow, the Darling Duckling and the petal pink on the inside. So how nice is that? So then I've got, this page. Everything on this page can be cut out. Now, if you get the stamp set, if you get the dies, you'll be able to die cut this, I believe this, but the little yellow flowers, you have to fussy cut. But I sit in front of the telly and I fussy cut there. And yeah, that works out really well for me. So yeah, it's a way of doing it. So yeah, I would certainly recommend you go that way and see what you can see in your stamp sets. There we now have the petal pink background, again with the colours. And this one's got like some of the riper pears. These I'd call the Bartlett pears. Not sure what you'd call them, ones that are a bit on the red. Hello, Cherry. How are you today? Did you get plenty of rain in Conniva? We certainly copped it here in Horsham, which was great. And then we've got Mossy Meadow and Secret Sea on the background of this one. Pop that up there. And then the other page, this is the only piece I've got left out of the whole 2 sheets. This one has a border all the way around. And I'm using a piece today, but it is gorgeous. And that in itself, as a card front with a stamp, makes a great card. And again, that's got the beautiful petal pink on the back with a little bit of strawberry slush in there. So again, it's another great card that you can use. So I am, as I said, I'm casing a card today. And today we're not doing any stamping whatsoever. And I'll show you where the sentiment comes from in a minute when I get everything together. So I have got a piece of Mossy Meadow, and I need to look at my notes. So I've got a piece of cardstock, which is 14.9 centimetres by 28.5 across, and I have scored it at 4.5, 9, 13.5 and 18. Yes, it's been lovely, hasn't it? It sounds like everyone got a reasonable amount of rain, which I think is brilliant. So to fold this down, I'm going to take the wider piece and I'm just going to go and make a valley fold. Turn it up. have a mountain. We have like a little concertina. That's a car. And come back. So we're going to have this great little fold in there. So as I said, 14.9 by 28.5, and these are scored 4.5, 9, 13.5 and 18 centimetres. And that will give us the fun fold that we've got there. So while I've got this open, I'm going to get my cardstock. So what I've done now is I've got a piece of cardstock which is 10 by 14.4, a piece of white which is 9.7 by 14.1, and I just wanted a small border. I've got 4 pieces of Darling Duckling cardstock, which is going to go here, and they are, oh, where's me this, 4 centimetres by 14.5. Put that there and that there. And then I've got 4 pieces of DSP, and that is 3.7 by 14.2. So I've just got little margins, and this cardstock will fit this DSP, kept the pattern, and it's going to go like that. So it's going to get that right across. So we might as well start and get that organised first of all. So I'm going to put our DSP onto my cardstock. Trying not to go out, and I should have cleaned my glass mat before I came live. It looks pretty dirty. Okay, so I've just got that nice small border around. And because I knew that I had the pattern paper in the, kept it in the direction of the paper. That was the word I was looking for. I want to keep this. But at the same time, if you're using up scraps, I think this paper would, this particular design would allow that to disappear. If you had 2 different strips, it wouldn't matter. You've been babysitting today, Cherry? Okay, we'll just get that right. Pop that in place. Right. You know, it's hard to believe that we're nearly August. I just think, where has the year gone? It's just gone so fast. And a big shout out to my grandson, Cove, a great-grandson, I should say, Cove, who will be turning 2 on Wednesday. So it'd be lovely to catch up with him. And big 2-year-old. Exciting times for little boys. Right, we're just going to pop that in place. I'm not stamping on this white piece. Oh, you've just got home. Well, nice way to sit and put your feet up. And I hope you've got a cuppa there and being nice and relaxed, Cherry. Okay. So as I said, little borders. And we're going to pop this. So now I'm just going to put all these flat because it's going to have enough bulk in this card. So I'm just going to pop that down there. Again, with the nice border of the Mossy Meadow showing. And I'm keeping my pieces in their order, and I'll glue them down one at a time, just to guarantee that I've got them nice and straight. Howdy doody, Miss Kay. How are you after the weekend? I hope you got a good night's sleep last night. But then again, I know you're getting ready to go away tomorrow. It was such a fun weekend, wasn't it? This card may look familiar to you because I'm actually casing one of Pam's. Just make sure I've got this the right way. Pop this. I was too brain dead last night to think of a card and put anything up. So, and it does say to case cards because that's what it's all about. I've added my own touch to the card, so it's a bit different to the original. Oh, what a game. You should have heard our household. I'm sure the neighbours heard us at that hour of the night. If you don't know what we're talking about the St Kilda Melbourne game. It was such a brilliant game, which was won in the last couple of minutes and won in an unbelievable fashion. So, yes, it was just magical last night. I've never felt so happy watching a football game than I was last night because it was just great. So there we go. You can see how it's starting to look. And by keeping the direction of the paper correct, you've got that nice continuation look. Oh, you got a tear. Are you a Melbourne supporter or did your team not win Cherry? Okay, that's the base of the card done. So I'm just going to pop that aside. And now I've saved a bit of time today because I thought if I just do a quick card and do all the cutting out, and that would be a lot easier. So this piece of cardstock is 9 centimetres by 27 centimetres, and it's scored at 9 and 18. So we're going to fold that back on itself, give it a good score, and then come back on itself again. So you have a mountain and a valley. And this is going to go like so on our card. So it'll be a fun fold, a good fun fold. Right, now I've reversed the colours. So I've got Darling Duckling here. So here we've got Mossy Meadow as our base and Darling Duckling as our highlight. This time I've got Darling Duckling and I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow as the highlight. So before we even do anything with this card, I'm going to I've got 3 pieces of the green, and these are 8.7 by 8.7. And then I've got 2 pieces of DSP at 2 pieces of white, 8.4 by 8.4, and a piece of DSP, 8.4 by 8.4. So I'm going to have the pattern DSP because this was that piece that I showed you before. So just reach over. So there's the piece that I cut it from. So I've cut it down just so I can use on there. So that's just going to fill that a little bit. Plain white piece is going to sit there. And then I've got an embossed piece. I've used the exposed brick, which I hope you can see there properly. Just got that beautiful exposed brick. And I'm just going to have that on there. I just wanted a bit of texture because this is the front. You couldn't watch to the end. Oh, Cherry, I'm so sorry. It was so exciting. It was just lovely to see that game. So we're just going to pop that on. And that's just going to be nice and flat, like so. So you've got somewhere to write. I mean, you could always add to the back if you wish. You could add a piece of white and you can write on there. But I don't know about you, but I'm not a prolific writer when it comes to writing in cards. If I do write a lot in a card, I've pinch the idea from somewhere else because I'm not very good at it. I think it's all the years of working where I've had to be short and to the point and not elaborate too much. I just not going, just they have got out of the habit of writing copious words to cover one thing. So here it is starting to come together so that the mossy in here is just going to give it a little bit of an accent that is very different from, look at that. Use that bit of yellow. And we'll put our embossed piece. And afterwards I'll show you the inspiration where this came from. And pop that together. And I'll pop this on. Pop that there. And I'm going to now decorate this because, this is going to be on our outside. So we're going to have this sitting in here. And then this is going to come and sit like so. So it'll open out like so. I won't stick it down just yet. So I'm going to get a little pack of cutouts here. And I'm going to use these. And as I said, it's fussy cut. All the little pieces are fussy cut. Not those two pieces. So I've got a pear and I've stuck the leaf to that when I cut it out because that way I didn't lose the leaves. So I'm going to take that. I want to put that on there. And then I've got little pears sitting there, so I'm going to have that. Then I've got another one of these, and I'm just going to pop that in the bottom there because you can still got plenty of room to write. You've got a little section here if you need to write. Well, you'll have a little bit of room. And then I'm going to take some pink flowers, I'm going to pop them, and then I'm going to do some little scattered yellow flowers. So I'm just going to put these all out of the way, but I'm going to get my dimensionals and I'm going to get the pick tool and I'm going to start with my pears. So I'll get my scissors. Don't waste your dimensionals because you've just cut around the edges. You get nice big pieces and you don't need to waste it. So I'm just going to pop a couple of bits on there. A third bit in the middle. Pop that there. And then a couple of little minis just on the leaves to give it support. And why did that? Oh, I took the backing with it. Right, here's my little feeder. Just get that little piece off. So what's everyone's plans for the week? Got that one. Got that. Take those. There we go. I'm going to pop that just there. Now I want to put this one over here, but I'm only going to put dimensionals under this because I want to leave it. Now I'm going to use some ribbon, but I'm just debating whether to look at the ribbon prior got it. So putting, probably should put the ribbon down first, but that's all right. I think what I'll do is very gently lift it. So I hadn't pushed it down, which is probably a good thing. Just very carefully lift it. And now I'll put the ribbon in. Because this is the beautiful Mossy Meadow and Gold Ribbon. Mossy Meadow on one side with the gold on the other. I reckon that'll be enough. Take that. I had the ribbon put aside, and of course, when you put things aside, you sort of forget that they're there. I'll get my better scissors. So I'm going to have the gold out. Just probably have cut too much ribbon, but I should have. Going to have that. And I'm going to put that like so. Just take a little bit of tear and tape and pop that in place. I must admit I'm bad at forgetting about the ribbon until the last minute and then trying to work out where the heck I'm going to put it. So I'll take that off because I know that it will glue and I might as well use it as well. So I've got my pears here and I'm going to pop that down in place. That's the look I wanted. Yep. So now I'm going to take this one and it's going to sit about there. I'll put some dimensionals on the back, especially where the leaves are. These little tiny dimensionals just where the leaves are. It's going to sit like that. So it's just down here that I've got to put glue. Get it in place. Put my washing inside today, so I thought we were going to get a lot of rain. We've had a shower, but that's all we've had. Now, if I put it on the line, it would have been bucketing. But anyway, it will dry. I'll take the backs off, Anita. Do not forget to take your backs off, your dimensionals. I think I need to empty my little weeder. She's getting a bit full. Okay, got my glue. Put this one down. Now I need to put a glue dot under there because it's just lifting up a little bit. I'm just going to take a glue dot, pop it under the ribbon, and that will hold it down. There we go. Now I'm going to work out how I want my flowers to sit. And I might I reckon I'll set it like so, but I'm only going to put glue on the back of this because it doesn't need to be up. Just put a little bit of glue. And that's not what you do. And maybe wipe to clean the glue because that was really smart. And just pop that in there. So it's sort of half under the flower, under the pear. And here's one I'm saying, make sure you take your backs off. And here's one that I've got a back still on. I must get back to colouring mine so I know where the where they are. All right, so I'm going to put some of these yellow flowers that I've got. So I'm just going to pop a little dab of glue. I'm going to put about 5 of them in place. 3. Got to have odd numbers because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Pick these up. This is where you take your pick tool, comes in so handy. You can just pick these pieces up. You're not playing with glue. And, of course, cannot have a card without a bit of ink, can we, Kay? So I'm just going to flip that so that it doesn't show on this side. So I'm just going to put a little bit of ink over the page. This one's about empty, so she needs a little bit of a helping hand. Righto. Got that. Now, what I've gone and done is I'm no stamping today whatsoever. I'm using the Greetings for All Mix and Match Ephemera pack. How much ink? Yeah, lots of it. This pack is great. Black and white, all worded, and all you have to do is pop it onto your page. So that's what I'm doing today. So I'm going to put Best Wishes just down here. Now, because I've got dimensionals under there, this part's going to be sticking up. So I'm going to put a little dimensional on there and then some glue. And it does pay to get this ready beforehand because I did one earlier and I forgot to take, I glued it together and then came to decorating it and it wasn't as easy as I thought. So we'll just pop the Best Wishes there, and I love white and black. And I'm going to we'll take these beautiful sparkly dots. They are called low profile sparkle dots. Hello, Miss Jade. Welcome. You're liking it. Right. So now we're going to just pop some gems. And I'm thinking I'm going to use the green. I'm very good at using the yellow, but I might use the green, but I might use 3 yellows just in the middle of the pink flowers. Actually, only 2 because the other one tucked out of sight. Let's see whether I can hide it under there so it is showing through. Oops, that one is not behaving itself. It's wanting to do its own little thing. There we go. So I've got 3 there. And then I'm just going to take 4 of these little green ones just to pick up the colour of the... Whoa, that one ran away on me. Escapade. 2, 3, and you know what? I was going to put 4, but I think the 3 is enough on that page. There's my escapade. Found it. All right, pop it there. So then I've got, for this side, I'm just going to put the word happy birthday because we've said Best Wishes, so it's for a happy birthday. So I'm just going to take this and cut a strip along. And then I'm going to pop that in place. And I'm going to stick that down. just pop that up there. And I want to pop where you're going to write. I'm just going to pop those flat on that page. I'm not going to worry about some little flowers. We're just going to put that one there flat so the whole piece flows together nicely. So just a little bit of glue. We don't need a lot of glue when we're doing this thing because our glues are fabulous. Just pop it on, sit it in place, and there we go. So I'll move that out of the way. And now we're going to take this and I'm going to put this in place. Now what I found suited me the best, and you may work differently to me, I'm going to centre this and glue this down. And just keep it together, make it nice and centred in my page. Nice little borders around. So it's centred. Then I'm going to close all this up and I know roughly where I need to put glue on. So if I put my finger there, I know where the glue goes in on here. So I'm just going to put some glue on here and just a little strip down there just in case I've missed a piece, and that will just help. Then I'm just going to hold that together and close it. And look at that. And there is our card. It stands like that, and there it is. It's a great little card, and I have to thank Miss Pam for this beautiful card and for her inspiration on this. So my inspiration came from this card we made over the weekend. And I thought, what a lovely card and a lovely idea. So I decided to change it and make it to mine. So you can see taking an inspiration from another card and making it into your own. I did make another one earlier, and this one's using the Kinsui Designer Series paper. This is the art of the broken pottery from China or Japan. And yeah, so I've just gone and done, here I've used some cloud cover, some misty moonlight, I've used the paper, and then I've embossed two of the pieces and put some room for writing. So there's my 3 cards. So what started as card 1, then I went and replicated it again in a different piece of paper and then turned around and added a layer to it. So the card's a little bit heavy, but I think I like that. And for, oops, I'll bring that down a bit. Sorry, I forgot you guys can't see it. I get carried away. And so they're really good cards to do. And as you can see, yes, I cut everything out and it hasn't taken long. And because there was no stamping, no heat embossing, I've just used those beautiful ephemera packs to create the birthday wishes on both these cards. This came as we were at a team meeting and I did many messages, I think these stamp set's called, where you can cut out lots and lots of sentiments at the same time. Thank you, Jade. I appreciate that. So there we go. Quick and easy, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm sure that if you replicate it, I'd love to see it on my page. And each time you make the same card, different papers make them look different. And I'm looking at this on my screen at the moment and I'm seeing 3 very different cards with different papers. So you can go to town and use up bits and pieces. You might have just some strips of paper that you've got left over that you might want to use up. As long as you've got something to cover the 4, you could use 2 this one colour and 2 another colour, and you can have a look. You don't have to use all the same. But that's it that I've done today. So I'm glad, I hope you like it. I will let you know that I will not be live next week, but I will be back in a fortnight. So I shall catch up with everyone then. In the meantime, enjoy yourselves, take care, and I'll catch up with you in a couple of weeks. Bye for now.